All right. Wow. Wow, 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 whoa. Hey, whatever exclamation, whatever expression or reaction that you have, I'm probably aligned with it. San Diego is 4-0 in the state championship games, all in 1 year, all in one playoff. Let me retract to when I first made this channel. And I'm gonna bring it all the way back because I feel that it's fitting when it comes to the start of this video and what I'm gonna explain and how everything came to be and how everything kind of just comes together like a book, literally. So when I dropped that video in 2020, I'm not sure when it was. I think it was before the season. Well, there was no season in 2020 due to the pandemic. There was no high school season for that fall, so I believe I made the video kind of around the time when there were technically supposed to be a season starting in August, and that was the infamous reasons why San Diego is amongst the worst cities for high school football. And that literally wasn't a troll video. That was my opinion. That's what I truly believe. And at the time, yes, everything really aligned with what I was saying, in my opinion, even though there's obvious opposition and there's people that think otherwise, and that's fair. That's what we're allowed to do. But I thought that video kind of set a standard and kind of set us, like, that was how things were around here. And fast forward 2 years later, well, fast forward 1 year, we have 3 San Diego teams winning state championships. It was Mater Dei, Cathedral, Catholic, and Scripps Ranch last year. And now this year, in the state championship games, we had 4 teams that go. Classical Academy, Lincoln High School, we had Mater Dei, Catholic, and Granite Hills High School. And they all won. They all won in 1 year, in one playoff circuit, in one playoff postseason. We had 4 teams that go from San Diego section, and all 4 of them win. I don't think there's any sort of record like that for anybody. Maybe Southern section because they're so good, and there's so many more so not necessarily because they're good, more so because there's more high schools there. They probably had more appearances for the games, because there's like division, it goes from like Division 1 to like Division 9 or whatever. It's like a lot of different games and a lot of different skill levels. But I think that they might have done something like that in the past, but I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. But I do know that San Diego section going 4-0 is a huge deal, and is very rare for a region to perform that well. And it's, some people may like my answer, most people won't. But first off, congratulations, kudos, praise, respect, high five, great job to all the teams that won. The video I made going into this week, this week of the championship, I posted that last week, I believe, was kind of like a, this is all y'all's last chance, in many different regards. If you're a senior, if you're going to college, if this is your last high school football run of your life, whatever the case may be, this was it. State is what you play for. State is what most people can't get to. We talk about Super Bowls and national championships, but state championships is a huge deal. Probably more so than the kids actually understand at this point, and they just won it. That's how big it is. I've never experienced that before, so I can't necessarily say from experience, but it's a huge damn deal. And all these teams did it. and congratulations sincerely to them, because that's big time. This is I don't think they understand how crazy it is. That's solidified in history forever, in perpetuity. It's never going away. It can never be taken away from them unless they get in some sort of cheating scandal, which I hope doesn't happen. But big deal. And I watched, I believe, 3 out of the 4 games. Mater Dei came back, pick 6 at the beginning of the game. Wasn't sure. Had to repeat from last year. They won the state last year. And they start off the game the way they did, and they came back and rallied, just like how they rallied against Downey. And they won. And they came back and won. Beat McClymonds. Back-to-back state champs. Lincoln. Best team in San Diego by far. Rod Robinson, the man, the myth, the legend. One of the best players that come out of San Diego, in my opinion. Even though he's from South Carolina, he's not from California. Ain't no California, no San Diego kid. Let's get that straight. He ain't from here. Kids aren't built like that here. If he was from San Diego, he'd be 5'2", 95 pounds, soaking wet. Let's get that out the way, right? Rod Robinson, representing Lincoln, was hobbled, right? Like, he's not 100%, but he's still out there performing, and he's still out there producing at a very high level. Beating perpetual winners, De La Salle Spartans. After a magical season, they were almost undefeated. They lost to Bishop Alemany, I think by a touchdown early in the year. But pretty much other than that, pretty flawless. Great defense. First state championship in school history. Storied program. Many NFL players, many college players. The community needed that. I'm very happy for Lincoln. And they can talk all the shit they want now. Because I hated Lincoln and how they were trash talkers, because they couldn't do anything. They couldn't prove it. They had good players, athletic kids, but they couldn't win championships and titles. They did it this year. They can talk all they want until 2023, and when August hits. They got 8 months to do that, and I'm totally fine with it. Totally. Shouts out to Lincoln. Jason Carter is the reason for this turnaround. You know, respected Coach Dunn, but it's Jason Carter is the sole instrumental reason why this is happening. Gotta make a video on him and Verlaine Batoff from Mater Dei. Have to do it. That might be the most important video out of all these videos I'm posting, is the ones I'm working on now that I'm gonna post, but that's coming. Classical Academy. They had some dudes for playing D5, and Classical Academy, from what I know, in that level of football and that play is horrible. And they got some dudes with dreads out here, some black kids, Steez and everybody. I'm like, they ain't supposed to go to Classical Academy, man. I don't know what they're doing there. Victory's a victory, right? 7-0. They got it done. They won. They beat the favorites, whom I predicted, Crawford, in the section final. And they made it to, and they advanced from there. Won their sectional, won their, what was it, the playoff? Whatever game, the berth they get before the state. They won that one. They finished the job winning 7-0. State champs and state champ. They're representing San Diego, representing their school. Shouts out to them. And then my personal favorite, Granite Hills Eagles out of East County, San Diego, whom I give so much criticism and hate. And just, I put them down all the time and borderline disrespect them. It's deserving. Did it. Granite Hills Eagles are state champions. I don't know when the last time, apart from Helix and Steel Canyon, because Steel Canyon's a new school. Helix has always been winning, and they won state championships before. But I don't know any other East County team that has reached this level of success in the past, I don't know, couple decades, whom have reached this far and won it. Granite Hills, with their coach, when I was playing, my junior year, I played against Granite, and their head coach, that was his first year. Cobb, I believe. They were the doormats. My school's terrible. They were below us. That goes to show you how bad they were. Granted, doormats for a long time. No athletes. Big school, big lot to pick from. Good area in El Cajon, but they just couldn't get people because they'd opt to go to different schools like Grossmont and Christian, whatever. You fast forward 11 years, and these guys are state champions, beating Helix, winning CIF, going to the state championship game and winning. For me, being a person that has grown up in that area, this is mind-boggling. But these people, they don't understand. The people apart from me and other smart individuals, they don't understand the magnitude of that victory that Granite Hills achieved, beating, what was it, San Ramon Valley? Unbelievable. So much. I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy that they won. I really am lost for words for how good that game was. Again, all the games were really good. That's one thing I want to add. These were all really good games. Mater Dei coming back, Lincoln going toe to toe against De La Salle, and then Granite ultimately winning the whole thing. Like, are you kidding me? It's unbelievable how good and how much of a storybook ending this all was. Granite winning in overtime. Like, that was insane. Granite now has these kids transferring to Lincoln and to Helix and transferring from Helix to Granite. Like, if you have anybody in any sort of way leaving or coming from, and the schools included are Lincoln and Helix, that means you have a damn good team and a damn good lot to pick from, whether it's a coach there or whether it's word of mouth or they just know that the team's good. That's a great sign for Granite Hills going forward, and that's kind of what I'm interested seeing in the next few years, is how does Granite continue from this win? Will they get championship hangover and just go back down to what they were? Will they have a lot of kids from youth wanting to go there and build their farm program, even though it's really good right now from what I heard, and continue to just ascend? I'm very interested. I'm hoping it's the latter of the two. I'm hoping they increase their level of play and their performance, and they get better, and they attract other people from the county to go to school there and play football. Hey, replace Helix, replace Steel, I don't care. I just want to have good football and good quality play from the kids on a consistent basis, and in an area that represents a very poor standard of football understanding, IQ, and play, so that they can kind of kick some sense into these people's heads and be like, hey, like, we're in the same area. How come y'all suck? How come we're so good? We're for the most part, we have a similar pool of players to pick from and choose, and we all play against each other on a normal basis in league, and all their youth teams play against each other. How come West Hills and Santana suck so bad and Granite Hills is good? That's the effect I want from Granite Hills winning the state going forward. Is it's like a wake-up call. It's like a shock. It's like, if they can do it, we can do it type of a thing. And that's what I'm really hoping that goes forward from this, that results from that. But again, huge respect, huge shout out. I'm so glad they won, man. I'm probably happier than the kids are, honestly, and I'm just a neutral fan. But I know the effect of a championship and what that can do for a program, and I just hope that the ripple effect kind of steers future proceedings and future transactions in a positive way, meaning they'll get better. Granite will get better players, and they'll increase just the level of play out there, because they're like, hey, if we're out here winning state championships and performing at a high level, that might motivate some kids that come out for the team and play, or that may entice transfers. I'm hoping that's what's going to make everyone better, and that's ultimately what I want from San Diego County. That's why I made that video in the first place. I wasn't just there roasting Well, mainly I was doing that video to kind of bring attention to what I believe were problems and issues that were affecting why things were the way they were here with football. But ultimately, it's like hey, if I'm out here saying y'all suck and these are the reasons why, I'm hoping someone will do something to change it. And that's why that's really what I want a result. I don't want to just keep seeing bad football. I want the result to be, hey, we saw that, whether they watched it or not. Whatever the reputation is for us, let's try and turn it around and get better, because there's all these people in LA and in the Bay Area and other areas of this country that are getting opportunities, going to big colleges, getting a lot of things, good things coming their way, getting their school paid for, performing on TV, learning different things, getting outside the box, there's so many good things that come out from performing well at your sport and elevating in this country, where you get opportunities playing in college and professional. I don't know how it is in Indonesia, but the system we have here is built for that. And if you're going to play sports here, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to continue it further. It's like endless opportunities. I can't even get into this because it'll take too long to explain, but that's just one of the reasons why you want to be better at your sport. That's just one of the reasons why it's a good thing to perform well, and it's a bad thing that you're not good at it. So, where do I stand now with everything that I just mentioned, and San Diego going 4-0 in the state championship? And it's kind of what I said last year. That's great and dandy and all, but there's still a lot of work that has to be done. And I know it's not the answer. I know it's not the response that y'all want to hear. Oh no, we're way better. We got all these championships, man. Not until I see South Bay get better. Not until I see East County get better. Not until I see the city schools get better. Not until I see a change of culture and a change of the youth programs to get better, and there to be a little bit more care for football. That to me, you are only good as how you are, how much you train, what you were given in life, physically and mentally. But if you don't care, don't even show up. Don't even talk about it. There's just nothing. If I see there be a little bit more dedication, a little bit more care for the sport and everything that has to do with it, I'll disappear. I'll shut up forever when it comes to this subject and this topic. I'm still gonna talk about it, but not in a negative light or in a way where I am criticizing it. Never hear it from me again, because the main reason why I was so angry, why I still am disappointed and frustrated about, is how there's no care, how there's no dedication for the sport, for such a beautiful game. And I know it's not for everybody. I know football may not be the most appealing thing in life. There's many things and there's many aspects and layers people can gravitate to in life. But I'm just speaking on people playing the sport. That's it. And those who follow it, and them just wanting to do well at it and care about it. That's it. And I felt like people here don't care about it. That's why the team left here, Chargers, and that's why many people here aren't just big into the sport, and there's not, crowds are sold out and whatever have you. The list goes on, but that's the main thing. And to me, that's why criticism still goes to the town, is just because I feel like people don't care about the sport here. They just don't. Coaches, players, audience, unless the people's kids are playing, the parents, they'll support and watch. But I'm speaking of administrators, athletic directors. It's just, I'm not even saying it has to be like Texas, but I wish there was more. But can't get everything you want in life. But it's still, to be fair, it's still top heavy in terms of the best teams in the county, and there's still many pockets of the city that need improvement. It is getting better, I'll tell you that. It is getting much better, and I'm very happy, and it's because of two people, literally. I'll say the names again: Jason Carter Lincoln, or Verlaine Vitoff, modern day, are two coaches that are single-handedly changing the landscape of this city. in terms of their football performance. And those two are the only ones that will shut me up. Yo, kids, you guys are going to get there. You know, they're the ones performing it. But if without those two, San Diego wouldn't change. It would be the same way, in my opinion. But again, those two get all the credit, in my opinion. They're going to get a video posted pretty soon. But that's where I stand. San Diego's very top heavy with talent. But in terms of the culture, there is no culture here when it comes to football. And I feel that that correlates to people not caring. And that'll trickle down into performance and just everything overall that could help them actually be better. But then again, that takes time. And we are yet to see. But the great part and the promising thing is, looking forward in the horizon, is that it is getting better. And I'm very, very appreciative of that. Wrapping it up, congratulations again to Lincoln High School, the Hornets, Classical Academy, I don't know what their mascot is, Granite Hills Eagles, and the Mater Dei Crusaders for a great season. Congratulations and shout out to all the coaches and the coaching staff, to the parents of the kids that have supported them, even though y'all need to chill in the stands. It's not just the football team, the high school, you guys are champions. So the stupid tennis team and the stupid baseball team, thank them. Thank the football team because they brought a championship to your school. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. But that's a big deal. They should be happy. They should be proud. Congratulations. Keep this thing rolling. Let's keep winning because winning solves all.